So guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about zone progression training and the rack, and how the combination of the two is the absolute perfect workout solution. So basically, zone progression training, I developed this concept. I'd go to the gym and I'd see people do one set, maybe two sets, and then sit down for 2 to 3 minutes and start talking to people. Then when you want to get on a machine, there's a line of people and there's a lot of downtime. You got to drive there, you got to drive home, you got to wait. And I just thought the time management aspect of it was not working for me. I grew up in Hawaii, I love to be outside. So I developed a method of working out outside combined with the rack. It's absolutely all you need. I haven't been into a gym in probably 5 years. So I'm gonna break down zone progression training, and I'm gonna show you how I've incorporated it with the rack. Basically, you start with larger muscle groups first and you exhaust them. For example, push-ups with your chest and triceps. I'm just gonna walk through this as we go. And this is what I do to myself, this is what I do to my clients. Now, if you're a female, you might start here. If you're a beginner, I usually do sets of 30. I can do sets of 40 or 50, even 70 if we're showing off here, but I'm not. So pretend I'm at 30 right now, and I can't possibly push up anymore. Boom, I come on up. Now my heart rate is up. My heart is pumping right now. Okay, I'm a pretty strong guy, so I can go right in. This gives you dip options. You ever seen a dip machine at the store? Hundreds of dollars. And it's not multifunctional like this. So now I come in here and I'm further burning my chest and my triceps out. I can do probably 15 of these. I'm gonna stop now at about 6. Now here's where you make the difference. Okay, most people would stop and sit down and chat up a girl or something in the gym, which is fine. Can't say I've never done it, but here you go. Now my heart rate is climbing like crazy. My tris are screaming. Probably do 15 or 20 of these. Boom. Now, when you're in a gym, this is where guys really call a timeout. Not me. So I flip the rack over because it's so multifunctional and convenient. Now I just used all my pushing muscles. Now I'm gonna use some pulling muscles. This is a simulated pull-up, upright row. Now notice my biceps are firing. My biceps weren't firing when I was doing push-ups and dips. And my back is engaged. My heart rate's still climbing. And the reason why I developed this system is because people separate resistance training and cardio. They have it on different areas in the gym. They have a cardio section and a lifting section. Why not combine the two? Nobody ever died of skinny arms. You gotta keep your heart rate up. So now I've done the pushing, push-ups and dips, the pulling. My back is exhausted. I'm gonna work the smaller muscles in my upper back and my shoulders. Once again, heart rate's climbing. This is zone progression training. All right, so my back's a little burnout. Boom, let's go right in here to curls. I could probably do these, about 15 or 20 of these, but I'm gonna stop. Okay, my upper body is cooked. I'm pumped, I'm feeling good. Once again, this is where in a gym, you go sit down and towel off. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go for a lunge position here, and you can see my entire leg is engaged. And what we're doing, this is the essence of zone progression training. I'm pulling that blood from my upper body back down to my legs. Biggest muscle in your body are your legs. And that femoral artery is pumping blood from my heart, feeding it into my legs. So my upper body is actually relaxing. A little bit I'm working in my arms, which helps keep my heart rate up. And my legs starting to burn. Now we switch legs. As you can tell, I'm building fat burning muscle. My heart's pumping away. What's the definition of cardio? Getting your heart to pump, right? My heart's pumping. I'm nowhere near a bike, a track. It's the essence of combining resistance training with cardio training. Boom, wow, my legs are burnt out. My upper body's still pumping. Look what the rack does. No other machine I've ever seen. And honestly, I wish I had invented it, but I didn't, so I'm gonna endorse it, the next best thing. I was so happy when I found this machine. Old school ab rollouts. Now this isn't just abs. My back is firing. My lats are getting a nice stretch. Oh. Now, if you're a badass like me, you can go out to the sides. And you can do it with a smile.
Talk about range of motion.
Range of motion. You're getting a stretch here. Your obliques and your serratus. Should I peel it so you can see it? Fuck, why not? We're outside, right? All right. Look at my arms. This is not a laying on your back crunch. This is a full body torque, but once again, the large muscle groups are being allowed to relax. Boom. That's one round of zone progression training. Let's pull the rack back up. How about we do some shoulders? All right. So guys, in a very raw sense, that is a round of zone progression training. And I only showed you a few of the exercises you can do with the rack. We mix them, we match them. You can do 4 different ab things on this. You can do many different types of push-ups. This is another feature I love with the rack. Say you're exhausted with your wide grip push-ups. Boom, you pop right into close grip push-ups. And this targets the cleavage area and your triceps. Boom, if your triceps are cooked, you possibly can't do any more pushing. You go here. And this really works your core. It gets you up off the ground, working your abs, and notice my heart rate is staying up. My arms are engaged, my core is engaged. You can go here and engage your glutes. You can't do this on any other machine. So zone progression training is working out. The more muscles you work at the same time, the more calories you burn. If you're curling and pressing, which we can do with the rack. No, where am I? Right here. Keeps your elbows in because of its unique design. Look at that. You see a lot of guys at the gym with their elbows out. Can't do it with the rack. It forces you to do every repetition perfectly. Now here, my legs are a little bent, so I'm getting isometric contraction in my legs. I'm curling, pressing that shoulders, buys, shoulders, tries. Boom. The more muscles you use at the same time, the more calories you burn. At the end of the day, you burn more calories than you take in, you're gonna lose the fat. You're building fat burning muscle and tons of fat, and you're working your heart without running, pounding on your body, without any impact. Using your own body weight with the rack in my system. You can't lose. I'll see you at the beach.